morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm your host, Julie Brown, the Warren County 4-H Youth Development Agent, and our guest today is Catherine Webster. She's the Simpson County 4-H Youth Development Agent, and we are talking about country hams as we're headed into the Christmas holiday.
Yes.
And what do we do with those country hams? And then there's also a 4-H project about country hams as well.
Yes, lots of to do with country ham in 4-H. Country ham is probably one of my favorite meats. I always look forward to the holidays. Of course, I'm also fortunate that I have kids in 4-H, and so we have country ham throughout the year because of the 4-H Country Ham Project.
And you know, a lot of times with holidays, companies will give people hams or turkeys. And so you really don't know, especially if you get a country ham, what do you do with that country ham? How do you cook it? How do you prepare it for your family? How do you store it?
Right. And I think a lot of times cooking a country ham, people get one and a whole ham, they don't know what to do with it. So you can cook a whole country ham, lots of ways to do that. But to me, one of the easiest ways, if you've never cooked ham before, is that you want to take it to a local grocery store, and your extension office could probably give you some suggestions on stores that will let you bring in a ham and have it sliced. But take that ham and get it sliced. And then it will last longer. You know, our gatherings might be a little smaller this year, and so you can have your ham sliced and you can freeze some, and then you'll have it to last throughout the year.
And if you don't freeze it or have it sliced, you know, you need to store it upright in a cool, dry place. If it gets mold on it, is that okay?
Absolutely. So if it's stored somewhere where there's any moisture and it hangs for very long, you very well could see mold growing on this one. This one that I have in front of me had been hanging, I guess, about 3 months. However, if it has mold on it, it's only on the outside. So absolutely do not throw that away. You just want to wash that off.
Okay. So we're going to prepare a recipe today on with the sliced ham. So what do we go about doing that?
So again, lots of ways that you can slice a country ham. One of the easiest ways that we think, and that's an extension recipe, is to bake it. So you're going to start with your ham slices, and you're simply going to trim the fat off. And I like to use kitchen shears. I've also got a knife that I could cut it off, but I'm taking a pair of kitchen shears, and I'm just cutting the fat off.
And there's also, they may have bones in them as well. You can either leave those bones in while you're cooking them, or you can cut them out however you wish. But after you cook them, they're just going to fall out.
Sure. Either way, doesn't matter on the bone, but just trim the rind off and the fat off.
So you're going to start with brown sugar. Is all this recipe is ham and brown sugar. Real simple, real easy. And 2 cups of brown sugar, about 6 slices of ham. And you're just going to scatter some of that brown sugar in the bottom of your pan. And then you're going to add in your slice of ham.
And you can see where we've already trimmed one and put it in here.
And then you're just going to sprinkle more brown sugar over the top of it. And then you'll just keep slicing your hams and topping them with brown sugar. Once you have them all in there, you'll just take your tin foil, you'll fold it up so it stays nice and moist. You're going to put it in the oven for 325 degrees for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours to cook your ham.
Doesn't take long. Tastes wonderful. So what if there's people watching today, Julie, and they want their kids to cure their own country hams?
So the Country Ham Project is open to all youth in any of the listening area. Across the state, just contact your local extension office. Our producers, we are lucky enough that they get 2 country hams. And when we say youth, we're talking about our 9 to 18-year-olds. So they'll get those 2 country hams. They will learn, starting with a green ham. So this is a cured ham. They'll start with a green ham. And with that green ham, they'll go through the process of salting it. They'll go through the process of washing it. They'll go through the process of selecting it. And that ham will eventually appear at the state fair in August. So we start in January with the hams. And then we go all the way through August.
And as long as the youth complete the project, then they get their hams to take home. And I'll give a little shout out. This ham belongs to Will McCarley. He's a Simpson County 4-H member, and he cured this ham. And I want to dart back really quick to cooking the ham. If anybody wonders why we're using brown sugar, or could they use something else, you need that sweet to neutralize the salty. So I just wanted to throw that in there. I know I cook my hams at home. I boil them in Coke. And again, that sweet helps to neutralize that salty. So I just wanted to throw that in there in case anybody wondered why we were using sugar.
So if you have any questions about the 4-H Country Ham Project, you want to get your kids involved, or if you have any questions about how to store or to cook your country hams, just contact your local extension office. And we hope that you have a great day.